Hello guys, this is from my YouTube channel Positive Academy. Today I just want to share you something very crucial. There is a lot happening and we are talking about why there is so much hate. Everyone is just hating one another. Everyone is just trying to pull other people down. Yes, Vikram. Hello. So meeting was not happening, but right now we have Vikram. So let's see if we can join. Time is already up. There are a lot of things happening. We have personal life as well as professional life, so a lot of things are there, but we need to manage both, right? So sometimes it is difficult, right? If you want also to join this stream, you can just click the link which I have mentioned here in the chat, and you can just join through the link. Make sure you switch on the camera when you join the chat so that we will be able to know who you are. We do live streaming every 9 p.m. sharp, and we talk about different ideas. There are different stuff which we can go through. I have taken some kind of stuff which we can discuss on day-to-day basis. I would like I'm in sharing you different information which I have gathered. So if you want to do a live video show just as we are doing, right? So you can talk about current events, topics, question and answers, interviews, reaction videos, overrated versus underrated, and testimonial. These are some of the stuff which you can talk about if you are doing a video show like us. Hello, Vikram. Am I audible?
Hello.
Yes. Do you hear me?
Hmm.
Where have you been?
I
Since
told
many
you.
since many days I am doing the same work and you are asking me again. I am posting YouTube link. From that YouTube link there will be link and you can join because there is no other way. When you are going through StreamYard,
But already you just posted a StreamYard link, not just YouTube link. I don't know that since
yes,
when that you have
yes, it is
because
difficult.
through the
It
link
is
that I
difficult.
gone through the YouTube.
Yes, it is difficult for me to post that. That is the reason now I switch that I will definitely post a YouTube link and from that you can just join. Because when I post that this other link, then it is very much difficult for me, right? Because technically some things don't go in your way. So how were your days since you were not there absent?
Good.
I had a talk with Mr. V, and it was regarding YouTube
Hmm.
only. So right now the time is very much difficult, but one you can get a grip, right, through January 2023 if you are planning to go live to do online stuff, particularly YouTube, because now the rules are changed. You might be aware, right? Are you aware? Am I audible? Why are you not answering?
Yes.
So
Yes.
are you
Yes. I
aware?
I know that.
Okay, but you are not
Yes. We had a
explaining anything.
talk.
but you are not attempting any stuff. Why is it so? Because I never see you have
What?
uploaded a short or something like that.
No, no, I don't want to go for short right now.
Okay, so there is some misconnection. I don't know what is happening. Just let me mute because I have something to do and just be there. Yes, what happened?
Yes, actually, there is some kind of the network issues. That's why.
Okay, so I am having some questions too for you.
Mm-hmm.
See, we are doing a video show, right? So previously I have
Yes.
talked about different steps which we can do on this video show. There are different ideas which we can implement. The first is current events or
Mm-hmm.
topics. The next is question and answers. Now, for that question and answers, you can post on your social media like Instagram that we are doing a video show. If you want to, if you are having some questions, you can ask them and we will be answering on that show so people can join. Are you getting what I am trying to say?
No, I didn't get you because due to the network issues, your voice were just breaking, and as well as you are so much audible to me. Means your voice somewhere was resonating. That is why.
See, I'm repeating again. I'm talking about we are doing some kind of video show right now, right? It is a video podcast.
Hmm.
So there are different
Mm-hmm.
ideas in order to move forward with this video podcast. So ideas are first current event or topics which we can discuss in our talk. Next, Q&A. Now what about Q&A? For Q&A you can ask on Instagram to your audience that if someone wants to answer their question answer, we are doing this show and they can join. Are you listening?
Mm-hmm.
Next is you can do interviews also. You can react to some kind of video or some kind of happening, some kind of image, whatever is there. You can go for overrated and underrated stuff, comparison. And last is testimonial. So these are some of the
Mm-hmm.
ideas for our video shows which we can implement. And I think your mood is down today. What is it? Your mood is not proper, I can see.
Mm-hmm.
Are you having some kind of issue? Because we have personal life, professional life, so we need to manage both. So what is it? If you want to share.
No, no, nothing like that.
Okay. So Mr. V was also willing, but I don't know why he doesn't came. He was also willing to join.
So right now we are just having a talk. Before that, how many meeting did you made with the Mr. V
With
for
Mr.
alone?
V, no, not alone. I am not doing anything
Mm-hmm.
alone. With Mr. V, I have joined 2 to 3 meetings on his channel, and we have discussed many things. Like
Mm-hmm.
likewise, the most important thing is we need to now focus more because now more things will be happening soon from this January 2023. All
Mm-hmm.
things will be changing. So in that way, we need to focus. The most important question which I am having to today specifically is that there is so much hate outside. I can see people are just trying to
Mm-hmm.
pull anyone, right? Pull down anyone,
Mm-hmm.
pull his leg and any damn thing. There
Mm-hmm.
is a lot of shit happening. So what are your views about it? What do you think? How can this impact the
Yeah,
society? What are your views?
actually, according to me, everybody has a lust, right? Everybody has a lust to grab anything. Everybody has a lust to accomplish anything, so that because our life is completely a kind of the race, right? So we always wanted to win. We don't want any kind of people who would just overtake us, right? While just making a race. So
So
the
that's
thing is that everybody. So mostly those person who hates us are so much around us. They know us very well, right? They are so much familiar to us. So these kind of the people becomes a kind of the hindrance in our just future life, or which are just happening right now. So basically there is what should I say? There is a kind of a dogma which grows up in the person's life whom we just knows them, and we are seeing that in front of me, that I have seen him just going up and see the success of him is completely different from me. So his success is all about that how he just evaluates his life, and I'm the person that who is complete far behind of him in terms of money, in terms of everything, in terms of popularity in the society. So that really just make your just brain triggers to think that kind of the kind of the hatred image of the particular person, right?
Okay. So that's the reason the other person
And we can't
gets.
just we can't escape from this. Even the celebrities society and their just livelihood, they also face this kind of situation. So we are the human beings, so we have to think like that, right? We can't just, because jealousy must be there,
Okay. So
because
negative feelings will
jealousy
always
which
be
will
there.
just pull you, or jealousy is something which will just pull you, or somewhere sometimes which will destroy you and just deteriorate your image as well, right? So jealousy is needed in the classes, right? As you are a student, you knew that there would be a kind of the person who try to make a more marks than you, right? Who try to grab more marks than you. So at the time you knew that no, this is the person who would just defeat you somehow, and you know that because the tendency of particular person, you are already aware, right? So you know that that is why the jealousy comes, that no, you have to do more hard push up on your just work, so that you could just bring more marks than him, right? So jealousy must be there,
Yeah. For
which will
example,
always propel you towards the success.
yeah. For example, let us take one video which I was on. He talks about when you hate this MBA chai wala, you get more views.
Sorry,
So what?
your voice is completely breaking. Your voice is
Bear
completely breaking. I don't know.
bear with me, it will be okay eventually, right? So the problem is that there was one person who thinks that
Hmm.
by hating Mr. MBA Chaiwala you will get more views. So what the person did, he started to make video about MBA Chaiwala, talking about his problem, I mean
Hmm.
his down loopholes, talking about that.
Hmm.
And he thought that he will be getting more views because
Hmm.
when you hate MBA Chaiwala you will, you will eventually becomes more famous. So these are the
Hmm.
stuff that is happening
Right.
right now.
See one thing in your real life. You are
Yes.
a person whom you just know very much, right? You are just so much familiar with him, like you're just friend. And
Yes.
do one thing, he is somehow that he is a weak in studies or weak in his particular business, and you know that he is financial crisis, right? So after that, what do? Your brain triggers, no, he is my friend, so I should just give him as some help with financially, or some give him some kind of skill, so that he would just grow up in his particular field. So what do we do? That we just approach him with the kind of the help, and see after 2 months he just overtakes your business. He overtakes your all the marks and all the percentage, so that he could just make his career better. See there is automatically kind of jealousy that would just complete triggers you. No, you are the person. Why he has been so much successful? Because of you. You just gave him kind of the option and just kind of the skill. That is why he has been climbed so much, right? So jealousy is something which is uncontrollable, right? and
Okay, so
and it hits to any kind of the person.
okay, do you have any idea about Ankita Bandhari case? What is going on? Because I have recently heard
Anki,
Ankita
Ankita,
Bandhari case. Ankita Bandhari case.
yeah, it was rape case, right?
That I don't know clearly. I just watched one of the videos just trying to get information, and I thought that you might be aware of as it is the
No, no.
current topic.
Actually, I know one Ankita which have been so much famous, but 20 days ago or a month ago around. Like there was a kind of the people, was a kind of the person who just raped her, and after just pour the kind of the kerosene on her, just all over the body, and just lit a fire on her. So
Oh
after
my
she
god.
survived, she could survive 2 days, and after that she just went through that.
Okay.
The demo name was Saruk.
Oh my god. Yeah. So
So so it belongs to the Jharkhand. The case was belong to Jharkhand, and still that Saruk is in the jail. But there is no, because there are lots of the people who just protesting on the roads and man just making a candles march, but nothing is gonna happen. You know the
yes,
our just supreme our. Hmm.
yes, and another thing is happening. There is one girl from Iran, and it is a more issue about
Yes,
hijab
yes,
kind
I
of
know that.
hijab kind of products and all
Hmm.
the other thing is going on currently.
Hmm. Yes, yes, definitely. Yes. So what kind of the views do you have? As you are a Muslim, so you are very nearly approached to the all the kind of things, hijabs and the other like stuffs, that as you have been just grown up under the parents, right? So what kind of the views about the hijab? Would would women from the Muslims community is necessary or just mandatory to wear the hijab, so that she just won't conceal their she would just conceal their face in front of the people or in front
No,
of the
no, not
crowd?
at all.
Is it
Not at all.
necessary?
No, 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 not at all. It depends upon the person. And first of all, I would like to declare
Mm-hmm.
here that we are not hurting any kind of sentiments, religious sentiments, or belief of our audience who is watching, because this is really critical issue, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
what I'm trying to say, it depends upon person to person, right? I have seen a lot of people, right? But in Iran, I don't know why this stuff is happening currently, why it is getting. I mean, the police has bullied this woman, and yes, she is died.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of I don't know the name. I just watched the video yesterday that there was something. Mahsa Amini was the name of this girl
Yes, yes.
who has a problem with this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So we see
Actually, see.
lot of chaos, hatred,
Mm-hmm.
anger, jealousy right now in this in these days. Yeah, you were
Right.
saying something.
I'm saying that the girls I know from the news called Maisa, kind of the girls. So she belongs to the Iran. So she was just coming with her just parents and her just hubby or just brother, I would say. So she was just having the hijab, right? But it was not that much of the tight. So there is some slight hair were just completely were seen and just visible. So she was just blocked from the policeman, and she was thrashed to the police station after that, without their just family members. And after that she told them that, and that they would just leave them just after some kind of simple inquiry. So what happened that when she was not there in the homes, because as the police didn't release her, right? So what would happen that after so much torture, and so bullied her in person, so that and it was not leaked to their just parents. So their just parents were in the assumption that police might be asking some kind of question. That is why she has been taken to the police station. But after it 1 day or 2 days, she was taken to the hospital without making known to their just parents. So after there was a very much critical case, she was in the survival mode, and after that, their just parents got to know. So she just made a kind of the protest, but after 2 days, she could survive and just lost to death. So
Oh my
police confirmed that she had already kind of the heart attack or kind of the cardiac arrest in between her just life, but she was nearly only 22 years old. So
yes,
do you think
22 years.
that yes, she is 22 years old and having a cardiac attacks, because this is something which enters in the person face when they are just so old, right? But she was only 22 years old.
Might be depends upon the individual. Right now, there are a lot of cases which involve this cardiac arrest, and people died. People dies.
Hmm.
We have seen a lot of
Hmm.
circumstances, especially the young people dies. But I don't think that this
But
can't be
there
the
was
reason. There might be some other issue. I don't think this will be the
but
only
listen to
reason.
me, there was some specialist doctor which had person in person gone through her just check, and got a lot of the skin copy, and which have been just posted by the Twitter, so that the all the Iranians people could know that what is happening with the what does Iranian police do with the citizens of the Iran, right? So they are so much bullied and they are so much harassing them, right? There are lots of the brains, there are lots of the heart have been just happened on the brains of the particular girls, and there are lots of the and there are a lot of the scratches on her just body which have been received from the police, right? So as the source is saying, so you can see that there is a lot of the, what should I say, there is a lot of the bully and the threat happens in the Iran,
Yes,
and it has been just happening since ages.
yes, and this has changed so many things because we are now into something which is very terrible. This hatred, bully,
Hmm.
all the other stuff.
Hmm. But I don't think so that you can see that the men doesn't have any kind of the provision, right? They don't have the provision how to wear the dress, what kind of the dress should be wear. So, but you can see that the in particular girls that they are required to wear a hijab, otherwise they won't be treated as a good in the society, right? So if the men could just show their full of face and they're just back, and also they're just all the just knees of the below the knees of the legs, so why don't the girls do?
Yes, see, it depends upon the tradition, person, many perspective are there, right? It's not just a one point. So a lot
No,
of
no,
things.
but I don't want to go in that much like in brief. In technically, I'm saying that as we are in the 21st era, so girl are in bikini, you can see,
Yes, a
and
lot of
girls
that.
doesn't. Yes, and
When we
girls are
go
required
outside,
to wear a
when we go
hijab.
outside, then you can experience a thing. When we go outside, then there is a lot of nudity and all the
Definitely,
others.
yeah, definitely. If you don't like apple, or if you don't like sweet, how then you can see that I'm not entitled to just make you eat sweet, right? If you don't like sweet, there is no
Yeah.
religion which will just force you to, no, you have to eat sweet, otherwise it is against the religion.
Yes, you're right.
Religion comes after. First of all, the humanity should just comes, right? If
Yes.
you don't humanity doesn't, because there are lots of the people, or I would say that there are lots of the people from the particular community who completely who completely just, what should I say, cut off the head of the people, right? Because what did he do, that his very rare mistakes was that he just made a comment on the particular religion, only that's it, and he say that this particular person's contaminate my just whole religion, so what I'm going to do, that I'm going to cut off this particular person. So do you think that this, after cutting off this person, the particular god are not going to condemn this whole the kind of the heinous crime?
No, no, it is very much bad. Actually, we cannot take such kind of decision on any kind of person because we are not God. Only God can
Hmm.
judge the person, and God can give the treatment for the sins that the person has
Yes.
done. We are not,
Hmm.
we have not that power to do such things. And even if such
Hmm.
person do such things, then it is against humanity. It is against mankind. It is against
Hmm.
peace. So that's what my views are.
Actually, actually, we are so much obsessed in religion. We always want to promote our religion, never want to promote our humanity, right? If there is a person who is just being beggar for so long and doesn't effort to have a square meal, right, in a day, then we should just provide them a food as being a part of humanity.
Yes,
Why should be so much obsessed in religion? Religion is something we shouldn't be care about, right?
right.
बिकॉज हम लोग ने ठेका नहीं लेके रखा है कि रिलीजन को प्रमोट करना है कि हमारा रिलीजन सबसे बड़ा है, ये है. इट्स ऑल
Right.
अबाउट आवर डीड्स, व्हाट डू वी डू, राइट?
Yes. It is all about karma that plays important role.
यस.
At the
यस.
end of the day, when you sleep, then you will be feeling proud of yourself, of what we have did throughout the
या
day.
डेफिनेटली.
That's the
व्हाट
meaning,
व्हाट वी हैव
real
बीन
meaning
डन.
of life.
यस.
Yes, that's the real meaning of life.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes.
you can speak Hindi also. It is now not necessary to specifically speak English only. In between you can speak, and why, and we can, if we want, make people to understand what the stuff is
Mm-hmm.
about. So yesterday we had a talk with Mr. V, and he's not going through well through his doings. So we were
Mm-hmm.
talking,
What happened
discussing
with
about that,
him?
because he's not niching down
Mm-hmm.
his stuff that he's trying to make. At one part he's doing some kind of vlogging, at other part he's trying to sell something, another part he's trying to educate something. So it is not niching down.
Mm-hmm.
So people are not trusting him that way. Because
Yes,
one needs to
yes.
niche down particularly. But if you are making English related stuff, studying, then you need to focus on that only. And if it is some other kind of stuff, then in that way.
Yes.
I have asked on my Instagram
Yeah,
stuff
that
if
is
some
why.
I have asked on my Instagram audience if someone wants to do, and I also posted that if, yeah, anyone have a question, then we will be able to answer on this show. I have done that kind of
Mm-hmm.
initiative. You were asking something.
Mm-hmm. I'm asking as the Mr. V, he has already crossed 50 years. So definitely he has done something in his life to get a 3 times meal a day, right? To access to the good clothes, to access to the what what is the necessary of the human's life. So what kind so besides that all the stuffs he's making right now in the social media, what does he do actually to earn the food,
Actually,
to earn
I
the
am also
penny?
not I am also not aware actually.
Hmm.
Exactly.
Okay. Because social media came like 5 to 10 years ago, right? So before that, what did he do to earn the money? And I don't
Yes.
think so that he's completely engrossed in particular social media so that he is making like lakhs of the money. He is only concealed with the subscriber. That is why. Like right,
Yes. Yes.
even if that you are just crossing two k to 5k subscriber, you are not having that great amount, right?
Yes. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, today there is not proper connecting because we are not connected since 2 days. So it takes time to get into that
Mm-hmm.
original mode which we were there.
Yes.
We have about 10 minutes remaining.
Actually, I I always wanted to give my best, but the thing is that due to the connection is poor right now.
Yes.
So even if that right now you are just speaking, there is a broken down English, right? You are just your just voice is lagging somewhere. But I know that it is happening from my side because of that I have mobile phone connection. That is why. So it
Yes.
is not that much in the speed. That is why.
So are you enough with your consumption? GB consumption. You are having two
Mm-hmm.
GB right per day. So are you enough for that? Is it
One
enough for you?
1.5 1.5 GB.
Yes. So
Yeah,
is it
it
enough
is
for
enough
you?
for me.
Especially for our talk
Yeah,
which we are doing.
definitely.
In
Yeah,
the
yeah.
recent in the recent past days, I thought that you must be busy in Navratri Garba.
No, no.
Today,
Garba is a kind of a thing which happens in the particular society. But the thing is here the only a village sides area, right? So we don't have that kind of the influence.
okay.
But though that in particular Dhanbad, which have the influence, the person who belongs to very much ritual and they have been doing since long. So these are the people who are involving in this particular activity like dancing, having kind of the stakes and making a strike on the stakes, and this is how they dances, right? In the Garba. So they do that basically, but I'm not in the part of, I've never been the part of Garba.
Okay.
And I told you like in particular Gujarat we have a lots of the Garbas players, like so this kind of influence could be seen in Gujarat and yeah other kind of other areas of the as well.
Yes. Right.
Okay, I can see a piano behind you. Like there could be a couple of the pianos. So could you please play for me so that I would just know you're just another talent?
It's only for show. It's a showcase stuff.
Okay. Okay, I released a couple of the status. I just put a couple of the I put a couple of the status in the WhatsApp. Have you been through that, like SRK and all the kinds of stuffs which I just
No,
posted?
no, no.
No, you have seen, I saw, right?
But
But
might be because it is.
you might be just forgetting.
Yes. So what kind of
Or
stuff it is? Let me
Mhm.
check. Let me check. I'm checking. Just need to open
Yes,
fast.
but I didn't put it right now, right? I didn't put it right now. It has been already erased from the status.
Okay.
So how could you know that?
What?
Hello.
Yes. What status? I didn't show any kind of status. There is some connection problem, so we lost him. I hope he might join us soon. Till then, let us share the stuff, the screen, right? So here is the YouTube stuff that I'm trying to share. There is always connection problem going on. Let us wait. If we have just few more minutes left, and if you can join, then it's okay. Else, we can just leave this stuff. If you're enjoying this kind of content, then please support us by sharing, subscribing, liking as usual. And we will be back tomorrow. If the stream ends at the same time, 9 p.m. Waiting for him to join. And in the meantime, let me share you something that I have created. Always be a creator, a producer. So he's back. Yes.
Hmm. Actually, my phone is not working properly.
Okay.
The battery is completely drained off. That is why it automatically switched down.
Okay. So now you're speaking from some another phone.
No, that particular phone, but I have just put it in a charge. That is why it got on.
Okay. There is a recent video from Manoj Day. You can just have a look on Manoj Day vlogs, and
Mhm.
where he share
What about?
how where he shares how a person makes the video on YouTube. What is his condition?
Hmm.
He's in the worst condition, but still he is not
Did
losing
you
the
like?
hope. Yes, because see the person, if someone is coming from that part of life, then he can easily Make a guess
Mm-hmm.
what kind of life the other person might be living.
Mm. Right.
So we have might be 4 to 5 minutes left.
Mm.
So will you join tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay, let's see if other
Yeah,
people can also
definitely.
come. I will post the same status again if someone wants to
Mm.
join that.
Mm.
So this is your living room which you are living.
Yes.
Okay, this is the other place, not your actual room.
Mm.
Okay, because I don't see
No,
that
this is
board,
particular my
whiteboard.
room.
But I don't see that
See.
whiteboard which. Okay, yeah, okay,
Okay,
got it, got it.
I'm just making you see. I'm making you see.
Okay, okay, got your point.
Actually, this is the
Yes.
material which I'm gonna post it by tomorrow or after tomorrow.
Okay.
And I've already complete. I'm just already done with thumbnails. So I'll be shooting it a video in one go, and after that I put it on a YouTube.
There is one another important show also you can go. Sandeep Maheshwari session. Today's session
Mm-hmm.
specifically. How a lady can become such a great influencer by just teaching people. That stuff is there on Sandeep
Yeah,
Maheshwari.
I know that. She's just having short hair.
No, 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 no. It's a different one.
Okay.
It's a recent video. I see that in some videos Sandeep Maheshwari is doing some kind of elimination, but in other videos it is not an elimination. It is real thing. I can just feel that stuff from today's video. You need to watch that.
Mm.
We are having
It
about
is
three
so much
minutes left.
difficult earning a money.
Yes, very much difficult.
Why it is
Not
so
easy
much
at all.
difficult earning a money?
Because there is a lot
What
of
is the
competition
reason?
and many other stuff is happening. A lot of competition,
Mm-hmm.
so it is difficult. Expenses are high. Lot of stuff is there. Inflation is rising and you cannot beat inflation.
Mm-hmm.
But I will post you one kind of link on our group and then you need to see that how people are making living, what are they doing, and you will be getting inspired.
If
Today we are
person get
doing.
inspired, do you think that from the inspiration person could change their life?
No, no, I'm not trying. I'm not. See, I'm not telling you to change your life. I'm telling inspiration to make the thing happen. For example, I have pushed you up, right? And you have posted your two English videos. What if I
Hmm.
didn't push you? What if I didn't burn fire in you? You will be still that old
Yes.
Vikram, just trying to think
Hmm.
that I will be posting videos sometime and then.
Yes, yes.
But now you have done that thing. You have made the thing happen.
Hmm.
You have taken that action. So for action, I am looking for inspiration, motivation, and for that I watch
Yes, yes.
Sandeep Maheshwari session so that I am able to see other success people's story, and then it will motivate me to make my own success story. Are you getting?
Hmm.
This is the important stuff actually, but people just take things for granted. Okay, it is motivation. What I will just have a watch, get 2 minutes, pump up, and then life will be as normal. But no, it is not. If you take lesson from it, if you learn something from that, then it will boost up your life.
Yes, and also there are the people who take it as entertainment. Like yes, I'll be just cutting off my just 20 minutes after seeing this,
Yes,
or
yes,
get to know that the stories of this particular person. How could he
yes.
surface
They think
on
in
this
terms of
particular? Mhm.
wasting money. They think in
Yes.
that way, investing time, but they are not learning something from it.
Hmm. So when do you go for sleep?
at 10, 10:15 maybe.
And have you done your lunch?
No, I will
Means
be
dinner?
no, I will be doing soon after this completion. You have done?
Don't you make a conversation with your parents like after this switch off this particular video?
No, 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 not necessarily.
So basically, where do you take your dinner or basically lunch or could be a breakfast? Are you on the table with your parents or just away from your just parents in your just particular room, private room?
Not private room, in our kitchen only, but the timings are different because we are doing this live session. So they are finishing
So,
first, and after that, I am finishing. If the session would
mm,
not be have been there, then I can finish along with them. But you need to take out the time, man. It is very
mm,
much necessary. You need to take out your time and do the stuff. It is
what kind
very
of
much
stuff?
necessary. Whatever you like and whatever you are doing, just like we are doing this kind of session.
Mm, okay.
So time is up. See you tomorrow.
Hmm. Okay.
Right? Okay, bye.
Bye.